Hi again, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to Cami Connect July. We wouldn't be here without your support, especially our amazing speakers. We love hearing all the different ways that you're bringing Cami into your everyday classroom. Now, I could talk about how tough the last year has been, but I don't really want to, I'm not going to, because you've been on the front lines every day, but still trying to find ways to engage with your students during a global pandemic. Over the last 18 months, Cami students and teachers have really embraced technology and turned in over 300 million assignments, way more than we could ever dream of. So today, I'd like to show you how we want to say thanks and show you what we've been working on to make Cami work better for you in and out of the classroom. Now, before we get into some really exciting new updates, which we'll, don't worry, get into in just a second, I'd like to quickly recap on some of the changes and new features that we've made since the last Cami Connect in February. First one is Annotation Bank. So it's a crowd favorite. It's essentially a personalized pocket of useful comments, notes, and other recordings that can be repeated across any number of student assignments. This is to save you time so that you can still provide rich, detailed feedback for every student. Speaking of annotations, we've also released the Delete All Annotations feature, so you can remove all annotations on your document in just a couple of clicks. This is a game changer for whiteboarding sessions because it means that you can have a fresh document for your next lesson in just a few seconds. To moderate shared documents, we'll also be making it possible for teachers to delete student annotations. This is a feature that will come in the next few weeks. We've also leveled up our grading to make it work faster through our Chrome extension. So loading documents is now a lot quicker in Google Classroom because we know every single second counts. For Canvas assignments, feature restrictions is now working, which means that you can turn on and off annotation tools for each assignment. For OneDrive users out there, you'll be happy to know that OneDrive is now fully working inside of Cami. And finally, our turn-in button now shows up in more places in Google Classroom, even if the assignment wasn't created inside of Cami. Now, you might be wondering why I'm here today, standing in front of all these different ingredients. And it's because we're about to have some fun, to bake a cake, or to try and bake a cake, to represent the different layers of the Cami product update. And also because who doesn't like cake? We started with the foundations of our cake. It has to be strong, reliable, robust, full of flavor, even when the internet isn't working. Recently, Cami saw record usage, and with more use comes more opportunities for us to identify bugs and imperfections that we haven't really seen previously. What we did do was what any rational team would do, which is shift our engineering resources to focus on reliability and stability of Cami instead of focusing on new features. We want you to feel like Cami just works in the way that you need it to. For example, we've all been working remotely over the last year, and we knew that Cami's offline mode would be put to the test. That's why we've spent a significant amount of our engineering resources on making sure that work is never lost and it's always secure. In fact, it's so important to us that we will drop anything or everything else that we're working on whenever there's a report of this coming through to us. You'll definitely notice that things just work better. And of course, that means that there might be some delay in some of our previously announced features, such as exam mode. And at the end of the day, exam mode requires a new gold standard of reliability, and we're just not there yet. But don't worry, we're getting closer by the day. One of the things we strive for at Cami is seamless integration with different learning management systems. Like the way frosting seamlessly integrates with different layers of cake or between different layers of cake, It's there not only to support the foundations, but also to make things even better. So let's dive into some of the exciting updates for our current LMS integrations. Could use with more sugar. Starting with Google Classroom, the first update is for all those teachers whose students submit their work as photos. It's great in some ways and necessary for younger students. But when it comes to grading, if your student doesn't have Cami, they won't be able to see all the valuable feedback that you've applied. But that will all change by the time you're back to school. With the latest update, whenever you open an image, Cami will automatically replace the file with a PDF that allows all of your annotations as a teacher to sync up to the file. So every student can have access to all the high quality feedback, including video and audio comments. The second is something that we've already announced at the last Cami Connect. And since good things take time, it's something that we're finally able to show you. Coming in the next 2 months is push changes. It's a way for you to push out live changes to an assignment after it's already been sent out. So you don't have to stress if you've had a long day and forgot to add an important instruction to a Cami assignment. We've got your back. While this is unique to Google Classroom for now, we hope to bring all of this to other LMSs this year, so watch this space. Next up, Canvas. Over the last 12 months, we've made a lot of improvements to our Canvas integration. So here's a recap of what we've done. You can now copy and share assignments to other courses and teachers. In other words, we now support Canvas's copy a course feature as well as blueprint courses. Cami supports co-teachers, which means that any co-teacher will be able to have all the same privileges and permissions as a full primary teacher. We also support parent and administration observers. We've also allowed for real-time monitoring of student work so that you can easily go and see what the student has done and provide support and feedback where needed. On top of that, and to top it all off, we've created a new Cami tab. So this feature allows you to quickly access Cami documents from within Canvas, giving you access to recently opened files from this course and remembering where you left off. To make sure you have full access to all the latest updates, simply reinstall the Cami external app through the new Canvas installer. This way you can rest easy knowing that everything will automatically update without losing any sort of work. For help on how to do this, simply go to the link on the screen here. And last but not least, Schoology. Every time we build an integration, we make sure we customize it to that specific LMS so that it feels like one whole cohesive system. And because of our reliance of the Cami browser extension to do that, it becomes tricky when we bring this integration to our iPad users. But that will be a thing of the past in the next couple of months. The new Schoology update will introduce 2 new features that we know our Schoology users will love. The first is iPad integration. We're making it super easy for students to open assignments into Cami or from Schoology's iOS app. To make sure that the iOS integration runs smoothly, we'll also rebuild our turn-in button so that it works without using the browser extension, making it more reliable. Plus, we've better organized files on Google Drive and OneDrive so that your student files are now organized by courses. Oh, but wait, there is one other integration update that we haven't mentioned yet. This is something our teams have been working on for easily over a year. Can I get a drum roll, please? We're teaming up with Microsoft to bring you Cami's very own Microsoft Teams integration, and it's coming this fall. Everything you know and love about Cami's assignment flow has been rebuilt specifically for Microsoft Teams. So from being able to easily assign out files, to taking completed work and saving it back to OneDrive, grading it, all can be done inside of Microsoft Teams. Here's a quick summary of all of our integrations from Classroom, Canvas, Schoology, and Teams, plus all the features that we currently support across each individual experiences. Since we've spent the last year working on our recipe for reliability, that's really freed up a few hands to start working on some of the more exciting features that will start going live over the next month. After all, what's cake without a bit of icing? First up, word count. This is something a lot of folks have been asking for, and we're finally going to make it happen. So under the hamburger icon, go to Document Properties, and you'll be able to see how many words have been typed into your document through text boxes. Next up, color palette. Earlier this year, we upgraded to 250 colors. But in true Cami style, we're going to go bigger. So we're going to be introducing a new color wheel to add more wonder and expression to your classroom. And of course, add new pages. This is an update inspired from our community's feedback. So soon, you'll have a range of new paper types to add to any Cami document. For example, writing paper, Cornell notes, isometric paper, and more. Of course, this wouldn't be a Cami product update without some fun features. Just like it wouldn't be a Cami cake without the cherry on top. With back to school fast approaching, we have some exciting little surprises for you before you start up again, including Cami interactive seating charts. Keep your eyes peeled for this fun resource that will help you build your best Cami classroom. Next, new back to school stickers. You'll find this in our stickers tool over the coming weeks. If you're a fan of stickers, you're going to love our final announcement of the day. Coming soon, our new referral program, Cami Rewards. For years now, you've all been spreading the word about Cami without us even having to ask. So it's about time you got rewarded for it. To show our thanks for your support, each time you share Cami to another teacher and they sign up, you'll earn reward points. The more points you receive, the more unique Cami features you unlock, like exclusive stickers, animated stickers, and a lot more to come. Cami Rewards will be coming early September onwards. To find out more about how it all works, go to camiapp.com/rewards. As you can see, Cami wouldn't truly be Cami without all the fun, exciting bits, but none of it can come together without a stable and reliable base. That's why we work so hard to make sure you get the best of both worlds, or as we'd like to call it, have your cake and eat it too. Thank you so much for joining us today at Cami Connect July. We had such an amazing lineup of speakers and responses from everyone watching at home. Don't forget, if you'd like to be one of the first to try out some of the latest changes and updates, you can join our beta test group. Now it's time for some cake. Woohoo!